Hey, girl. Hey. I just had a little minor
Mm,
coming to Jesus with Maim because she was talking about this wouldn't exist if it were for not that we weren't all trying to get her in drag for years.
years and years and years.
Years and years and years and years and years and years
It
and years.
happened when it needed to happen.
Just think if it happened like when it was supposed to happen, you would have been an established queen by now. Like a
Yeah,
even more established queen.
it's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't have been bearded though, I bet.
No, you probably wouldn't have grown out a beard anyway, though, because
Mm-mm.
you weren't wearing a beard when you were up here.
No.
Hmm. But that's
And I like
fine.
it. But I like it. Like I like that part of me.
Oh
Like,
God, you would have probably been like a fashion queen, like a real fashion, because you would dance and move, and you'd be doing Latoya Jackson
yes,
songs,
honey. Call me Organza, honey. Organza Jackson. Yes.
Organza Jackson. Girl, what are you drinking? Because your tongue is a color.
Oh, it's just like uh like orange water enhancer. That's all.
Okay, okay. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that looks.
It's just like it's just like
I
orange.
don't, I
I
don't,
told you I know you don't like them, but I
I
like
don't, I
them,
don't
so
understand them. That's all it is.
I don't like the taste. I mean, I just don't particularly like the taste of water. Like, and they all have a taste to me, and I don't really
See,
like
yeah,
them.
that's something I've never really understood because water doesn't really have a taste.
It but it does.
But
Different waters taste different. Like,
well, yes, okay, that's true. But if you get like ultra filtered water, it doesn't have a
it still
taste.
has a taste.
No, because they've taken everything out. It. I don't. It can't.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
okay, 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 okay. I
That's all.
believe
Just
you. I
saying.
believe you.
You know, I have a
I
weird palate. That's it's
I trust you. I
I taste
support
weird things
you.
sometimes.
That's a
Like
personal problem.
anyway, I have a special
Well, don't you?
message.
Okay, we've got a special message.
Speaking of special messages. So,
I'm waiting.
dear listeners, my brother, big sister Maim, passed our podcast on to some people, and one of them was having a really tough time in life at the moment, and
Okay.
yeah, she works for the divinity school at Duke. She's one of
Okay.
the professors, right? She's kind of gotten into some. She's been writing some stuff that's not, doesn't always rub people the right way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Hey, to cheer you up, right? Because she just recently started getting into Murder She Wrote, and
Okay.
then she found the other podcast, this podcast. So this is what she wrote. She said, "Please tell them that I'm listening to their podcast to help me be brave enough to eat food and not deal with body dysmorphia, and to help me believe in God. I was writing on so much awful things this week, and Sunday was a gift, and your podcast is a gift." Girl, I was not
Girl.
ready. I was not
Girl.
ready.
Girl.
Honey, we
Girl.
love
We
you.
love you.
We
We support
love
you.
you
I
forever and ever, always, as Randy Travis says, honey. Yes. Yes.
Girl, this segues into what I was going to talk about
Oh,
because I was driving. I went back home to Statesville this weekend.
everybody was in Statesville. My brother was in Statesville too on Thursday.
So I apologize for this because I reviewed this episode last night drunk in my room. So I don't know.
Isn't that how you review all of them?
No. Usually I'm bone sober just before we
Oh,
record. Oh yeah.
why?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have to write down the stuff. So
Oh,
so as I was driving to the Bojangles this morning for breakfast, as one does.
oh no, they don't. Not one. Y'all up there, not one. I
Well,
don't get to do that.
as one does. I was passing by one of those mega churches in the former Lowe's Food beside of Walmart.
Yeah.
And girl, people were flying in. because they had to get their Jesus at like
They had to get
9:45 in the morning
stadium seating A5. They had to make sure
in the former Lowe's food. I don't even think that because it's a multi like this church is in multiple places, so I don't even think they have a minister there. I think they put it up on a huge like screen for everybody to watch sometimes. I don't know. Y'all Protestants are whack.
it's like a jumbotron church.
Jumbotron Jesus. And so I was just thinking of the prosperity gospel and how some of the Protestants got a little confused because isn't there something I don't know a lot about Scripture as Catholic. I don't. But isn't there a line something about a camel through the eye of a needle and get rich people going to heaven? Am I wrong about that?
No, easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to make it to heaven.
These prosperity gospel people must have learned how to shrink a camel. Is the only thing I can think.
Oh my God! Do you remember in the early 2000s there was that weird house song that "Get on my camel, ever get on my camel, ever." What were we doing in the early 2000s?
Girl, did you watch? Are you current with Abbott Elementary?
No, I'm behind. I haven't really started this new season yet. Oh no!
Let me just tell you. Mary Shackles makes an appearance.
You better shut up. You better shut your mouth right now.
I was like, oh no. Oh, I can't handle this.
Did you ever watch their reality show?
No.
Girl. If you can find the streaming, honey, you need to watch some of those episodes. It was a mess.
Are they still religious?
I mean, yeah, but also like, yeah. Half of the episodes are like, how do we balance fame and this and that? You're like, girl, just balance it. I need
just get your little checkbook and
like,
do they still have a career?
I mean, it's gospel music, so probably you ain't got to do much to maintain that. I mean, you just got to show up at the Dove Awards and the Essence Awards and, sing Shackles. And
I was about to say, they still riding on that Shackles money.
Be like, here's Mary. They singing Shackles. Actually, you know what, though? Because as soon as you said that, I'm like, let me look this up real quick. They ain't put out an album since 2011.
Ooh. What?
Girl, they covered God Trying to Tell You Something from Color Purple with Taraji P. Henson. I know what I'm going to be doing right after we record these podcasts because I must tell you right now, call my mother because I'm probably going to be fall out in the middle of the floor, having conniptions, and have the spirit that washed over me, girl.
Girl, speaking of having the spirit wash over you, did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Maim, did you know that we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder She Wrote podcast, and Over the Moon, which... I'm not even gonna make promises anymore, but maybe.
You're like a deadbeat dad.
Yes, it's like my father. If you, baby,
you become your father.
I'm treating Over the Moon.
It's happened. You become your father. Broken promises.
Not showing up, but I'm supposed to.
I'll just send you some cocaine.
God damn it.
The circle is complete.
Girl. Oh, God. Anyway, we're supposed to be doing ourselves the lightest of drag for that, but at least you are. I will say, I have given our patrons, all of the episodes of Ally McBeal podcast, which we don't
Yes.
make anymore.
Which I miss so much.
They've got those. They have all the Over the Moon ones, I believe. I'm starting to upload the other ones. It takes a while. Like, girl, and some of them I've lost the audio files, so I'm having to go find them back from where I stored them on the. Well, we've gone through 3 different programs to record this now. I actually use a decent one now. Excuse. You get shit as a Patreon. Hey, Maim. Did you know we have merchandise? That's right. You go to MrMahaffey.com. You can buy something. And if you're trying to figure out about patrons, listen to another episode. I'd go through it every single time. Hey, Maim.
Girl, that hickory is showing right now.
Oh, girl.
Yes, my love. Yes.
Do you know what I love?
5-star.
I adore them.
I don't think it's happening this year.
It has not, but we just got one.
Did we?
Well, you just read it. I would say that's a 5-star review.
I would say that's a 5-star review, actually.
I would say that's a 5-star review. I'm gonna say
it's like 10 stars, honey, because we've been getting her back in touch with the Lord. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say 10 stars.
10-star review.
Mm-hmm.
Lord,
5 each.
Who would have thought that 2 drag queens who are kind of a-religious, or one a-religious, one semi-religious one.
Spiritual, honey. Spiritual.
Mama Maim, I'm not going to say which one's the a-religious one because I don't want to destroy you. So, it's spiritual. Are you?
There's some kind of energy out there
that
doing
explains all them gems in your house. This is season 5, episode 16.
Oh, I have to tell you something about that. No, keep going.
This is season 5, episode 16, The Emperor's New Nose.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the light went out in Georgia. The light went out, the light went out, the light went out, the light went out. And that is the night the light went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
And go.
So, those Egyptian statues that we have, the wooden carving ones.
Oh, the remakes of the ancient ones.
Mm-hmm. So we might be getting a deluxe edition one. That is like fully like plated and colored and the whole thing. It's actually quite beautiful.
I'm sure.
But my other half is just torn about where to put it. Because I'm like, that's a little bit different than all the other things in our house.
How big is it?
It looked rather big.
Is it like a full mummy? Like, are you gonna have
no? It's like what do they call them? Like a funeral bust.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! So at the Shelley Awards, that's right. We haven't talked since the Shelley Awards.
The Shelley Awards.
Yeah,
I saw you won funniest drag queen.
I got best comedic drag queen.
Queen.
I was so excited until I put my dress on, because I thought when I was putting it together, it wasn't going to be as low cut as it was. And I thought I could just wear like a regular bra with some inserts. Well, girl, when I put that dress on, because remember, I usually don't put my dress on until it's actually time for the show.
I know.
So I put the dress on, and I was like, oh, this is not going to work. This is like the bra was like coming out with the insert, and the dress was cut down below the bra. So I was screaming for Mr. Maim to please bring my tits, because I really had to put on like the fake ones, like the full up top.
Mm-hmm. You know, girl,
he was like, what's happening, right? Why are you screaming? I was like, I have no time, but I gotta put these tits on.
Oh, drag queen problems, girl.
But it worked out.
You know what you could have done. You could have just safety pinned the bra to the top of the thing, and it wouldn't have looked right.
No, it's because it was like the way the cups were on the. This was a very okay. Now, in my defense, this is not defendable, but in my defense,
girl,
for some reason,
let's just say you made the dress, so there ain't no defense.
Well, no, like the dress you saw it after. It looks beautiful with the fake with the breastplate on. But like, I forget that I'm a guy, right? And when I look at the packaging, which has the beautiful ladies on it, right? I try to translate it in my head. And so for whatever reason on her, the bust was higher. And then when I put it on, it was lower. And I was like, okay, I guess because of my man shoulders. I don't know. So I have to sometimes remember that because I don't know why I picked this beautiful dress to decide that I'm going to try a new silhouette this evening. It's still good with the tits, but yeah, but the show is good except for all the drama, which this could be a whole podcast talking about the Shelley Awards, but we ain't gonna do it after these.
Where's Sugar Bakers?
Sugar Bakers.
And we find out that Suzanne's rear end is sagging.
Mine too, girl.
Mine 3. Well, no, I have to have an ass for it to be sagging. And Julie's talking about her Mercedes. The rear bumper's starting to sag, so she's like a little upset with that.
You don't have a butt? I thought you had a little butt.
No, girl. I got no ass at all.
It's like a concave butt.
It's not quite concave. It's more a flat back to butt.
Okay.
Like it's just flat.
Which is surprising because you have such big legs.
I know. It's either my legs go up to my butt or my back goes down to my butt. Like it's all one, like
it's just one.
I've started jogging again, so maybe a butt will appear. A wild butt appears.
Get your camera. Get your camera.
Well, Charlene brings up a moment in time when Willie Nelson's in trouble with the IRS, and they had to take. I do. And they took all of his belongings.
People don't even realize, like, nobody would remember now how sad, because it was like the first celebrity that was like a big thing with the auctions and all of that.
Yep.
Wesley Snipes should have been paying more attention,
or just stay in Africa. Right, like. Just stay in Africa. Don't use your money and don't come back. I did not say that. Pay your taxes, people.
Yes, please pay your taxes. I mean, I don't want to get into it because of my job, but yeah, please pay your taxes.
Well, Anthony's calling, and he has a new car phone, and he has to take Bernice home before he comes by.
Yes.
So, well, Suzanne's here. Again, I was fairly tipsy whenever I wrote these notes, so I don't know how good they are.
She just kind of comes in because she wasn't coming in.
Yes. But she's upset about her car.
Okay, what's wrong with it?
Well, she calls it the Krautmobile. And she's only going to buy American from now on. She got a loaner Cadillac, one, the big kind that little old men drive.
Oh yeah.
Well, down here in the South, it's little old men with little blue-haired women beside of them.
That's true. That's true. Or widows.
God, those little old blue-haired widows
Yes.
And she is like, "Where have you been?" They are like a rolling Barca lounger. Girl, have you ever driven a Cadillac from that time period?
I can't say that I have. No.
So my grandfather had a Oldsmobile from that time period.
Not an Oldsmobile,
Oldsmobile, gray with gray interior. Like, it was huge and square, and it was like a Barca lounger. Like, it's one of the first cars I learned to drive on. It was very difficult to learn to drive in because it was so big. But
they're just like giant boats. Like they literally are.
The steering was nothing. Like there was nothing. You just turned and it turned as it was a big box, so as well as it could, but like it felt like it was turning. But my old roommates always bought Buicks, and they had a Buick Park Avenue. Girl, that car to drive. It was an early 2000s Park Avenue. No, it had to be late 90s. Yeah, it was like you were floating on air. You felt nothing in the car.
I'm trying to remember. The only car that we had like that was we had a Ford LTD.
Mm-hmm.
It was yellow, or it was canary yellow, and you felt like a literally like a tiny little woodland creature in the back seat because it was so giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. But you're right. Yeah, they did ride. It was just like floating on air almost.
Yeah, and like the no bucket seats, just the log seat. Oh God, it was so good.
It was good, unless somebody turned that corner too fast, and then he went flying across the back seat.
Well, girl, that's why you buckled up.
Boo boo. In the 80s,
buckle up for safety. Buckle up.
Yeah, we didn't do that in the 80s in the back seat, but we would do it in the front seat. We would do it in the front seat, but everybody always joked you got to do it in the back seat.
It depends on what time of the 80s, like 82, 83. I was playing on the floorboard in the front seat. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there was another car that we had. I think this was early. This was maybe like 82.
Mm-hmm.
That it had the back seat that turned backward, that was facing the window instead of. Yeah, that was those, red car.
Those make you nauseous.
Well, I mean, I didn't get nauseous, but.
Well, do you even remember it? You were 2.
I have that weird kind of memory where I can really kind of remember unusual details about that time period in life. So I remember sitting in the back, and I never had car sickness. That's never been a thing for me.
You know what I remember? Sitting by the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
Rolling away.
Ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay.
Sit your ass down.
Wasting time.
That's all you do is waste time.
I left my home. Okay, that's too much.
I was like...
I love that song. I love that song so much. Of
course you do, because you're an old Southern man. Of course you do. You've always had a dual personality of an old Southern man and an old Southern woman, and they just compete inside of you constantly.
That's because one's white, one's black.
I know. They do not get along. At all.
So Suzanne's going to sell her Mercedes and get 2 caddies for the price of one.
The Mercedes that she went to Japan for, or whatever it was.
No. That's she didn't get the Japanese car. Remember, it went to the ocean.
So we never resolved that storyline.
No. What are you resolving a storyline in a 90s sitcom?
Sorry, I forgot. Sorry. You're right. My fault.
So Charlene is sitting there with the little TV with her headphones on. And there's a story about a celebrity who's sleeping around with a nanny.
Shocking.
And Julia's like, what has the news come to? Blah, 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 blah. She walks over. Oh, my Lord, they're chucking toilet bowls. And they start talking a minute for about chucking toilet bowls. Oh, God, girl.
Is that a thing somewhere, I guess?
I don't know. I don't. Why are you looking at the white person asking that question like they would know? I left my home in Georgia.
Y'all do some weird things.
Bay.
Ever since I heard about mudding and all that.
Speaking of, heard about what?
Mudding. Those people that basically like go in these gigantic mud fields and use them almost
mudding.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said mutton. I'm like, mutton's delicious. But going back to Frisco, do you remember Hardee's Frisco burgers?
Yes.
Girl.
Yes, very much so. Checkers actually has a version of it right now. They brought back sourdough, whatever.
Yeah, it's not a Hardee's.
Hey, I realize that, but I mean, it is at least, it gives you at least remnants of like memories of what it was like.
I've got a Hardee's right near me. Maybe I can just ask them to make it.
Do they have sourdough bread though?
I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if they still have a Frisco burger. My God, girl, if they do,
you don't need to go get no Hardee's Frisco burger. You jogging now? Don't go messing up your jogging and stuff.
Girl, they still have the Frisco burger.
Shut up. Are you serious? Oh, I'll be right there. All right, podcast over. I got to go get on like a $60 flight up to get up there. Give me a minute. I got to get to Concord.
I mean, girl, that's the thing. If you ever want to come up for the week, you could just work from up here.
No, I realize that. It's effort. Girl, why did I look this up on my phone? I wish I hadn't done that.
What did you look up?
The Frisco burger and how many calories it is.
Girl, when did you start counting calories?
I didn't, but I'm this age now, it's like I feel like I should at least look just to like inform myself of my impending doom.
God. So
wait, it's gonna be your birthday next month. Maybe I can come up for your birthday.
Oh God, girl.
I'm like, happy birthday, girl. I go to Hardee's.
I ain't got that much time to take off, girl, because you know I gotta have that surgeries in July.
Haven't forget, girl. I got to go. I gotta go by Hardee's and Bojangles, and then we could go back and get a little drinky drink. Then I'm gonna get back on my plane and go home.
Girl.
Oh wait, somebody bring me some liver butter, so I put it in my bag. I'm gonna take my little bag.
Girl, so you ain't even. I hear what I'm hearing from you is you ain't even coming to Raleigh. You're just gonna fly to Charlotte, and you're gonna wave at me from Charlotte because there ain't no liver mush in this part of the state.
Hey girl, I'm down in Charlotte. If you want to come down, you can. I'm up in the food kitty getting some liver mush right now. I gotta stop by the Hardee's and get a couple of Frisco burgers. I'm gonna freeze it at Mama's house, and then I'm gonna get back on that plane tomorrow. So if you want to see me, just come on down to the Ville, honey.
Hey girl, just meet me in Salisbury. I'm gonna take the train.
I can't take the train, girl. My stuff's gonna be melted by then.
No, I'm gonna take the train.
Oh yeah, you take the train.
I'll meet you in Salisbury.
Yeah, I got to take a plane because that liver mush ain't gonna survive a train ride back down to South Florida.
Girl, that's really the reason I didn't bring the liver mush. I was like, how? I know that I'm allowed to bring it. Girl, as I was boarding the plane, the woman in front of me, like, this is coming home. She had a huge tub of the Tux deodorant.
Yes.
And they're like, they run it through, and they're like, ma'am, this is a solid mass. She's like, I know, it's deodorant. Ma'am, is this a liquid or a solid? I don't know what it is. Ma'am, we need to test this. Okay. And then like they run a test on it on the outside because they don't want to open it and look. Girl, they then call over the manager to look at it. She's like, it's Tux. Yeah, but what are we supposed to do with it? I don't know. Is it liquid or solid? I don't know what it is. And the woman eventually, this old, like she was old woman, probably Jewish, was like, just throw it away. Or you use it. It was $4. And then the woman behind me, girl, got stopped.
Okay.
Because she was carrying her son's PS5 with her on the plane. Okay. Which is not illegal, but it is a lot of electronics to be carrying as a carry-on in a backpack on a plane.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, because PS5s are not small.
No. Well, Anthony and Bernice are here.
Oh, yay. It's Bernice time.
And Bernice has a surprise. Suzanne's like, oh my God, you two are having a baby. Bernice is getting work done. She's getting chins and this and this and this and this and this.
Oh, Lord. She don't need it. She's gorgeous the way she is.
That's exactly what Julia tells her. And Bernice is like, yeah. You know, Jane Fonda says all of that, and then she goes out and gets her boobs done. Remember that? That was a little bit of a scandal back in the day.
Mm.
And then so they did computer images of Bernice, so you can see the before and after. And we find out that Bernice has same bone structure as Raquel Welch.
Whoa. Who would have thunk it?
Bernice took a loan against her life insurance, which back when life insurance used to not be like term life insurance, used to be full life insurance. You could do that.
Yep.
Full life insurance still happens, but it's a lot more expensive than term life insurance.
Yes.
She's like, and Bernice, part of the reason she's doing is inside she still feels like a 6-year-old girl kissing sailors on VE Day. Mary Jo was like, you were in New York? Or you never told us you were in New York? And Bernice like, I don't know if I was, but it was the story I tell myself. And then Anthony shows his picture because they offered him one for free. They all say he looks like Michael Jackson. I think he looks like Arsenio Hall in the picture.
I thought so too.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, he just didn't have. He had Arsenio Hall. Everything was Arsenio. Well, except for the hair. The hair was Michael Jackson, but that was all.
Are you ready for the Oscars tonight?
I can't wait. You know I love it. So
I know. We of course watch that. That's like the one award show we really watch.
I gotta go order my Chinese food after this because
that's a good idea.
That's my tradition every year for the Oscars. Oscars and Grammys.
Tradition.
You know, yes. So, actually, I was so excited because we found out that we got our little like guidebook. They did the little annual thing for your little region about the best places and all that. Mm-hmm. And the one that got Chinese, we'd never even heard of. So I was like,
Girl,
we
I've
can
got
drive
a question for
Oscar
you.
night.
I have a suggestion for you. I don't know if you've ever looked at it. Have you ever looked at the website Eater?
Yes.
Okay, for Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Just making sure. Just making sure.
I love it.
Just making sure.
Yes, I love it. So let me tell you something that's really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So, us talking about that Frisco burger, I was like, I wonder, because there used to be one in Jacksonville, right? Because that one time I drove home, and I was like, oh my god, I wonder if maybe they put one in Orlando, because I know that sometimes they do that. Girl, you ready for this? Carl's Jr. is coming to South Florida.
I'm happy for you. Do they have Frisco burgers?
It's the same as Hardee's. It's just a different name.
I didn't think they were quite the exact same. Okay.
They're the exact same. We actually get commercials here. That's the thing that was so weird. Talk about terrible marketing. We would get commercials for Hardee's and Carl's Jr. here on our local television networks. And I'm sitting there like, this is not even, like, this is cruel to people like me. Like, and my ex, like, we were both sitting there just like, why are they doing this to us? Like, we can't even, there's not one anywhere in driving distance.
I'm so excited that all of our PDQs are becoming Whataburgers in North Carolina.
I know. I was reading about that too. Like, apparently a lot of the West Coast parts are this next couple of years are moving that way. They said In-N-Out's going to start opening locations in Tennessee soon. So
we're getting Wawa up here now too. We're getting a Buc-ee's in Mebane.
Come on, Buc-ee's.
Girl, you would have lived one exit away from the Buc-ee's.
Stop it. Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit later on, and Bernice and Anthony are on their way with Bernice after her nose job.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, they talk about rhinoplasty, and Charlie's like, they put a horn on her. She's like, no, what? No. Then they mention LaToya Jackson's breasts.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful breast.
My breasts. That's my.
They cover. This is a very 90s episode.
It really is. It really is.
Willie Nelson's thing, LaToya Jackson's breast, Jane Fonda's controversy. Like, they just go through a lot of them.
Suzanne says that no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to say she looks fabulous because that is what people love to hear. And Julia's like, we'll just tell her the truth. If it looks bad, it looks bad. We'll just tell her the truth. Well, Bernice comes in with a pig nose, and they all say at the same time, you look fabulous.
It's terrible. The special effects, though, that looks actually really quite good.
Yeah. So it's a little bit later, and they're having tea. No one can look at Bernice directly, and she's like, I see you looking. I see you looking. I see you looking. And they're all like, it's so different. And Julie's like, well, was the doctor pleased? Bernice's like, he said I look fabulous. And there's Julia keeps going, another cookie? Another cookie? So she offers another cookie, and Bernice's like, this is my third cookie. I'm going to make a pig of myself. And Suzanne cough laughs. Bernice then says, I think he did a great job. Suzanne says, I've never seen anything like it. And Julia says, how about another nose? Mm-hmm. Girl, if you ever get work done, it's bad. I'm just going to not say anything and let you live with it.
I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna. I mean, it's not a thing for me.
Me either. Like, what am I going to do? Get this lifted?
I get lifted. Get lifted. I get lifted every
Do you ever use tape?
No.
Maybe
I mean, I'll be the first person to tell any person at this point now that if somebody wants to get something done, I do not begrudge it. I freely acknowledge that at least in like facial structure, I was given very good genetics. I don't have a lot of lines on my face. I don't have I don't have crow's feet. Like, but if somebody's like, I don't like how I look, do it. Do what you gotta do.
Part of that is you and I didn't go out in the sun when we were little. Girl, you know what that was? That was outside.
Thank you, allergies, and thank you, video games. Thank you.
Thank you, being introverted.
Thank you, being introverted.
Thank you, India. Thank you,
Exactly.
Tara. Thank you, thank you. Oh,
see,
my
being
God.
gay has so many benefits. So many benefits. Introverted, nerdy, and gay. No wrinkles.
And it kind of helps prostate cancer. Well, don't ask questions. Oh, that's the bottom portion of it. You can't get polyps if you keep rubbing them off. So Suzanne, it's a little bit later on, and Suzanne gives Julia hell. Speak of that, girl. Speak of that.
Speaking of polyps,
Yeah, next year is our first year of colonoscopy.
yes, girl.
Are you ready?
I can't wait. I'd be like, can y'all give me a glass of wine to go with this evening?
Girl, you know
I've been
what?
I'm looking at all the appointments. I've been like, why are they all in the daytime? Why don't you have any nighttime appointments?
Girl, you and I should do it at the same time and have hers colonoscopies.
Oh, let me move my captain out of the way.
I don't know if you know this, but they fill you up with air, so you're just gassy afterwards, and they don't let you out till you pass gas. So girl, you need to wear a caftan. That will go and just flutter.
Oh, I don't need an Uber. I'll just fart my way home. Thank you.
Just tie off the end of the caftan so I can fly.
Butterflies in the sky.
I can go twice as high.
Take a pass. It's all just gas. My reading rainbow.
Girl, I have to pause it just a second. We're back. We're back.
No, I know. I had to pick my phone. We were laughing too much, and I dropped my phone.
So it's a little bit later, and Suzanne gives Julia hell.
Yes.
Like
For
legitimate
putting her
hell.
foot in it. For putting her foot in it.
And Joey's like, Bernice is just in shock. And Mary Jo's like, it's a dilemma. It's like having your spinach cut in your teeth. And she mentions somebody, I don't even remember who that is. I didn't even click with me what name she said or anything like that. So
I can't remember who it was
yeah.
either. And I rewatched it earlier today. What's the name did she say?
And Suzanne's very upset because she can't bear to look at her. And she's like, oh, yeah, her face is like, no. She's like, no, she reminds me of Noelle. Charlie's like, oh, you miss your pig, don't you? And it's at that point, they pan back over. I wonder how many cuts of this that had take, because Mary Jo is over there with her head down, visibly losing it. Like she had to hold it in for just that second, and she's holding it together. Annie Potts is holding it together as much as she possibly can.
I mean, it's hard, right? They're like the jokes on this were flying like fast and loose.
They decide to tell her to have corrective plastic surgery. So Charlene's taking her to the mall. She's going to bring her back over for drinks, and then they're going to go and tell her to go and have corrective plastic surgery.
Yes.
Well, they're at the mall, and Charlene and Bernice are talking, and Bernice is like, I think, oh, God damn it. Oh, God. I hit a scratch I have. Ooh. I'm fine. I was butch and replaced my windshield wiper blades, but I cut myself.
Mm-hmm.
And like that little flap of skin over it. Ooh, that stung. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Bernice decides she wants a chin implant. Charlene's like, no, because they move. And then, so the woman is like asking Bernice if she wants a color consult. They're at a cosmetics thing. And Bernice says yes. And Charlene's like, we need to go for drinks. And she's like, there's two things that my father always said not to be late for. I don't remember the first one, but the second was a vodka stinger.
Yes.
I don't remember what she said. It was cute to me. So a little boy calls Bernice Miss Piggy. And Charlene tells a story about little people and how people can be children can be so mean because Charlene used to think they were puppets, and Bernice like, no, it's okay. I always knew, the doctor said I would look like TV star. I just didn't realize which one I would look like.
Womp, 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 womp.
So it's a little later on.
The episode turned into such a downer.
It did. Bernice went to the storeroom. She asked everybody why they lied. And they're like, well, they have a coming to Jesus, right? They all like talk it through and are like, they apologize, but it was so difficult. She was so excited. And Suzanne says, don't worry about the money because, she's out of money now.
Yeah.
They can just go on all the TV stations and her face will be everywhere and they'll get everything paid for. That's probably not the best idea, Suzanne.
No. I mean, she's just trying to get back on TV herself.
It's true. Bernice is like, it's not like me to be so nutty. And Suzanne's like, yes, it is. She offers to sell one of her caddies to pay for it. And she's like, well, and the reason she's doing it is she's like, Suzanne's like, I'm a nice person. I know what the most important thing in the world is, in life is. Friendship? No, it's looking good.
At least she's being honest.
She tells a story about how that she's got a surgeon that she's going to take her to because that person did BB Benson's breasts, and nobody knew until Suzanne turned her in. It's a little bit later on. Bernice is saying thank you to everyone. She's got her new nose. It looks great. She promises everyone she makes everyone promise not to tell anybody at Leisureland because they all think that she got into a bar fight with Anthony. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia Wild?
Yeah, I don't know. I love that black and white and yellow number that Charlene was wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, I really
That's a
thought
good
that like that was
choice.
like yeah, that's one of like the nicest outfits she's worn in a while. So that was my choice this
I
time. What about
really
yours?
liked the black and pink number that Suzanne was wearing.
That was my number two.
I
Yeah.
love like that color pink, that neon pink with
Yeah.
black is always just like I've gravitated towards it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I it is probably because I'm a faggot. But
It
that
was my
is
number it was my number two, but I was also like, why is she wearing something this extravagant this evening? Like they weren't doing anything special. They weren't doing like she looked literally like she was hosting like a telethon or something like that. I was like, what is happening right now? So yeah, that was
so
mine. Hmm.
so did you enjoy
Hmm.
this episode?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, I did
cute.
too. I
Any Bernice episode is perfect.
and I just want to say this it's so sad when you're the end of Suzanne. Like cuz this episode right here they wrote Suzanne so well. Like
Mhm.
so flippin' well, and we're getting ready to lose her, right? Oh, it sucks. It sucks so much.
I've been thinking about that too. I wonder if there's a way to access that woman of the house that she did right after, where it's like her same character, but she's like the
I
senator's
think it only lasted like
whatever.
3 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hold on here.
Woman of the house. I think that's what the name of it was,
Yeah.
right? It is weird. It's like I don't know. Seeing the.
No, it lasted full half season.
Oh wow! I mean, that's better than we were expecting. It's,
Yeah.
but still, it's just yeah. She had a really this was a
Supposedly it's
really
on.
good episode.
It may be on Tubi. Yeah, it's you can rent it on or purchase on Amazon or Vudu. Mm. Or it's
Well,
I think it's all on YouTube too.
oh, well, maybe we'll do like a special episode or at least like watch like the first episode or something like that.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
Man,
see. We'll
it's
see how
about-
it goes. We'll see how it goes. Well, man, why
Yes,
tell our dear
yes.
listeners where they can find you?
Yeah, sure. Hello, dear listeners. It is I, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can find me hosting the amazing Colossal Karaoke every Thursday night at Killer Idol in South Beach. Performing with Villain Theater, Improv and Comedy Theater in Miami. And you can find all my socials and everything else at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. Over to you, Mims.
Hey, y'all, I'm the Diamond Mims. You can find me online at thediamondsmims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know we have Patreon?
What?
That's right. If you get Patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know we have another podcasts?
What?
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder She Wrote podcast, and sometimes Over the Moon, our Moonlight podcast. Hey, Maim.
I blame you, Dad. Yes.
Do you know we have merchandise?
No.
That's right. If you get MimsMaim.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
No.
You don't? I thought you did know what I love.
5-star review.
That's right, man. I love 5-star reviews, and I do not love you making that noise. But, dear listeners, if you leave us a 5-star review, it really helps us. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know our dear listeners can reach out and talk to us?
No.
That's right. They can send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com or send us a text at 704-380-0618. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.